Do you know your tank's alkalinity and calcium levels? How often do you test? Hello and welcome to another episode of CBTV. My name is Carlos and I'll be your host for today. In reef aquaria, there is one important element that all LPS and SPS corals need in order to grow. We're talking about calcium carbonate. Corals build approximately 90% of their skeleton by combining calcium and carbonate ions from the water to form calcium carbonate. There should be an equal amount of carbonate and calcium ions to ensure that corals have access to the basic building blocks and facilitate constant growth and coral health. This means testing our tank water on a regular basis to ensure that all water parameters remain as stable as possible. Giesemann Aquaristic, well known for their beautiful and ultra high quality lighting fixtures, have developed a new line of high accuracy testing kits. Giesemann professional test kits are designed, manufactured, and tested to standards that are unparalleled in this industry. All Giesemann test kits feature calibrated droppers to ensure that every drop administered is exactly the same. You can do 1, 2, 3, even 4 times the test and the results will always be the same. All test kits feature a clearly printed expiration date and lot number. All Giesemann test kits include multi-language illustrated instructions and professionally calibrated color charts. All reagent bottles are clearly labeled, making every Giesemann test easy to understand and use. Alkalinity is a way for us to measure the level of carbonate ions in the water. Natural seawater has an alkalinity ranging between 7 and 8 DKH. In reef aquaria, alkalinity readings generally range between 7 and 10 DKH. Giesemann alkalinity test kits are an easy-to-use, highly accurate titration test. Testing is very simple. Rinse the test vial in running water. Then rinse the vial several times with aquarium water. Once fully rinsed, fill it with 5 milliliters of aquarium water using the included syringe for increased accuracy. Carefully shake the KH1 reagent bottle before use and then add 5 drops to the test vial and swirl for 10 seconds. The sample should be light blue. Mount the plastic tip onto the 1 milliliter syringe. Fill the syringe with 1 milliliter of KH2 test fluid. Be sure to keep the tip of the syringe fully submerged when drawing reagent and stop when the lower edge of the piston reaches the 1 milliliter mark. There will be some air present right below the piston. This is normal and will not affect the results. Slowly add syringe reagent 1 drop at a time and swirl the sample after each drop. Continue adding until the sample changes from light blue to yellow. Now, let's figure out how much reagent we used. We can achieve this by subtracting the reading where the piston stopped from 1 milliliter. An example would be, if the piston stopped at 0.6 milliliters, that means that we used 0.4 milliliters of reagent. Multiply the amount of KH2 used by 20 to obtain your tank's DKH results, or you can simply use the chart included in the box. In our example, we used 0.4 milliliters of KH2 reagent, so our final DKH reading is 8. Rinse the test vial and the measuring syringe with tap water and store. Depending on your alkalinity reading, you may need to supplement or adjust your current regimen accordingly. Calcium is the second basic component of calcium carbonate. It is widely recommended to maintain calcium levels between 400 and 450 ppm in reef aquarium, which will create an equal balance of calcium and carbonate ions available for our corals. Giesemann calcium test kits are an easy and economical titration test that also delivers an incredibly high accuracy of 5 ppm. Using the test kits is simple. Rinse the test kit vial in running water and then rinse the vial several times with aquarium water. Once fully rinsed, fill it with 5 milliliters of aquarium water using the included syringe for increased accuracy. Carefully shake the calcium 1 reagent bottle before use and then add 5 drops to the test vial and swirl. Add 1 level scoop of calcium 2 powder using the mini spoon. Gently swirl the testing container. Mount the plastic tip onto the 1 milliliter syringe. Fill the syringe with 1 milliliter of calcium-3 test fluid. Be sure to keep the tip of the syringe fully submerged when drawing reagent. Stop drawing reagent when the lower edge of the piston reaches the 1 milliliter mark. There will be some air present right below the piston. This is normal and will not affect the results. Slowly add syringe reagent 1 drop at a time. Swirl the sample after each drop. Continue adding until the sample changes from a dark red-purple to blue. Now, let's figure out how much reagent we are using. If the piston stopped at 0.1 milliliter, that means that we used 0.9 milliliters of reagent. Multiply the amount of calcium-3 used by 500 to obtain your tank's calcium results. Or you can simply use the chart included in the box. In our example, we used 0.9 milliliters of calcium-3 reagent, so our final calcium reading is 450. Depending on your calcium's reading, you may need to supplement or adjust your current regimen accordingly. Keeping our water parameters at optimal levels and ensuring that our corals have access to the very basic building blocks needed to grow and thrive will increase success rate. As reef hobbyists, we have one single job: maintain water quality. That is the key to enjoying a tank full of happy and colorful corals. Well, that's our video for today. If you would like to learn more about the Giesemann alkalinity and calcium test kits, including detailed specs and beautiful high-quality pictures, head on over to coralview.com. If you have any questions or issues with the product, don't hesitate to visit our support portal at coralview.com/support. Our friendly support reps are eager to help you with any questions you may have. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all our latest product reviews and tutorial videos. You can also follow us on Twitter at CoralView and give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/CoralView Aquarium Products.